So Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. The pack-in title, that should have been a pack-in title, that's not a pack-in title, that's $10, is a weird slop of a bunch of random shit with it's literally like a pamphlet put into game form. It's a pretty poor experience, but I sat for 2 days and beat the entirety of the experience just to tell you guys about it. So let me tell you what you've been missing for Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, and you let me know if you want to play it after this review, but spoiler alert, I don't think you're going to want to. So the entire mechanic of this game is just running around, running from one area of the system or peripherals to the other, and you need to collect all of these different stamps, so you're just gonna run all over the place and hope to activate these little stand things. So when you run past them, you interact with them and then you get a stamp, and it tells you what area you're standing on, and then you try to get the rest of them. This is the main thing that you need to do to move forward. And it's honestly just really boring. I mean, there were a couple times that were sort of cool because you're in like the circuitry of the Joy-Cons and the screen here, but like other than that, and like that's kind of a cool visual, there's nothing to see here. It's just not interesting. Again, you're doing all of this just to get a stamp, you know? There's 12 areas overall with 1 to 4 demos per each section, and the demos are definitely the cooler part of this game, but at the same time, they still don't really do too much for me. Some are pretty cool, like this UFO one they used for a lot of their marketing, and this car one also wasn't bad, but as a whole, these were pretty underwhelming. Basically, they all boil down to just do whatever it asks as fast as you possibly can. There are these side demos too that serve to just show off a specific feature of the system, like this one that's just about the speakers on the system, or this one about the mic on the system. It's kind of cool in some ways because you can see all the capabilities the system has, but the issue is it's not delivered in any sort of interesting way. Wii Sports was a tech demo, and it was phenomenal. Nintendo Land, a little bit underwhelming to some people, but still a really fun game. That was a tech demo to show off the capabilities of that system. Hell, 1-2 Switch was a tech demo for $50, which was crazy, and like not a great, super fun game, but at least it had some more personality. This literally feels like a copy and pasted manual that would come with your system that they are selling to you for $10 and making you run for hours around these different things doing next to nothing. It's boring. But there were still some cool moments, so here's a little highlight reels of some of my favorite games. Oh god, we've strayed. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got exactly 40. Oh my god. On the fucking money, chat. One away. It's like sensitive to how hard you push. Wait, that's kind of cool. 17. Okay, yawning. To the side. That's hard. I can't hold one eye open. I better have gotten full points. Thank God. We're in the echo generator right now. We're just mogging, bro.
We're in the echo generator right now. We're just mogging, bro.
Wow, okay. Oh my god, right on the dot. And boom, and boom.
Tell me what's next.
Mogged. Uh-oh. Original resolution. Super ugly. Yes. Oh my god, this is brutal. Okay, we did hit. J, K, and L were the last areas that you didn't see here because I didn't really capture footage for this area because I just laid in my bed and tried to finish it out. This one had some cooler mini games too, but overall it just was more of the same, right? J was the Pro Controller, K was the Joy-Con wheels, and L was cool because it was inside the system itself. But again, none of these were anything super to write home about. They were just sort of better than the other areas that weren't interesting either, you know? And then there's a third mechanic, and that is these tests. So you click on them, and then it gives you little stands to learn different things about whatever you might be looking at. You go through about 4 lessons. It's super boring. You're literally just clicking through reading stuff. That's it. And then you go and you take a test. It's just reading comprehension, chat. That's all it is. It's fine. I did it a couple times, but literally it's super boring. Like, there's just nothing there. And what I'm saying is, like, that might be additive to an experience where it's more interesting to learn about the system. But when you're literally sitting there reading things with nothing to really look at, nothing interesting happening, and then there's occasionally a little fun demo, there's just nothing here that warrants the $10 price tag. You could add $5 more to that and get Fast RMX or Fast Fusion. So, like, I don't even know why you would check out this game, and I don't know what in their right mind made them think that this is the way to show off all of the cool capabilities of the Switch 2, because genuinely, it does have some cool stuff. Even, like, feeling the mouse controls was really interesting. That was a fun thing to do. It gets you pretty comfortable with the mouse controls, so that was great. But, like, give me a different game that could highlight that. Honestly, I really thought Dragon Drive was going to be the game that showed this off and came out launch day, but it's coming in summer, so we have a while to wait for that one game that actually is a game that shows off how you use it. And the demos, they kind of give you a somewhat of an idea, but it's just not fun. It's funny because what I've been doing on the Switch 2 is switching between that game and Mario Kart World, and that is an entirely different experience because it's actually genuinely a lot of fun. But then there's this game that's like it's literally, I can't describe it any other better way than saying that it's literally a manual that did you get a manual with the Wii? I'm assuming so. It's like they used to pack in manuals. It's literally a manual for the system. There's some cool things. Again, Joy-Con Rumble 2 or whatever the hell, that's pretty cool. It works really well. It's nice. The Pro Controller stuff, it's really cool. It shows you how to program the buttons in there. That is awesome. But, like, at the end of the day, there's no reason to go out and experience this unless you are so genuinely interested in the hardware of the Switch 2 itself. And again, you can't even be that interested because it's not telling you the RAM or the specifications of the system in that way either. So it's just like, at the end of the day, you're literally looking at a game that does next to nothing. It's super disappointing because what do you mean this is the pack-in title? How have we fallen from grace so far, you know? I don't know. It's funny because this whole system, to a lot of people on the internet, online, people have hated on it, right? People think it's horrible. I think it's a really good system overall. I've actually been having a ton of fun with it. But this game, yeah, no. This is not a game I would recommend. I sat through this for a very, very long time. I think it takes about 5 hours to complete. I did not 100% it, so I'm assuming it'll take even more time than that. But it took a while to beat this game, and it was genuinely a bad experience. I cannot recommend this at all. The demos, a lot of them ended up being super frustrating too, so like that, the only redeemable part of the game not being as good as it should have been, is disheartening as well. But you know what? I'm looking forward to Dragon Drive and to revisiting a lot of these mechanics because I'm hoping that they do really allow that game to show off what the Switch 2 can do and all the different gimmicks of the system, because usually pack-in titles like this are a ton of fun, but they just really missed the mark here. But have you played Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour? If you have, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And like the video. Check out this one. It's banger, it's a vibe, it's a good time. I will see you over there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all the support from the latest video. That thing banged. I really appreciate it. And thank you for 23,000 subscribers. We're going to keep climbing to the top. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you over there. Goodbye.